York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets.
Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Forced out to his left. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
On the carry.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7.
56, Mike. 56. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go. 56, the mark, boys. 56. Check 56. You ain't go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. Oh, he's trying for Smith-Schuster, but it's intercepted. Picked off here, the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Well, defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
Time with J.K. Dobbins. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
They're on the tackle.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is good. Not by much. It was leaking oil in the end, but he tucks it in the bottom right corner. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. They run. Cook. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that is incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Back to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
And 3 at the Bills' 16-yard line.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And the Jets are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
56, Mike, 56. I hope you go to lunch because I'm about to take you to.
They'll run with Cook, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Dalvin Cook with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there, and each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll
through an opening, and there he goes. Past the 20.
You're going to make
and
everything
all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
Touchdown, Buffalo.
J.K. Dobbins hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills have retaken the lead. this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Younghoe Koo set to
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now a run with Cook. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Open man completes it to Smith-Schuster. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Through 1 quarter, 9-7 our score.
The score, Bills 9, Jets 7.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He was 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's 2nd and 8. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And some room to maneuver. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. He's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get out of the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. action. They'll throw. He'll buy some time right. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But, you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. Hey, 50. 70 range.
Going to give it to Love. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Short of the goal line.
So now things get interesting on third and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go and see what happens.
Don't get nervous. Check 9, check 9. 19,
They'll run for it with Cook. And Cook was fighting for it, but I don't think he got there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up fourth.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
On is Josh Lambo for the field goal try. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Lambo will put this one through. And they take the lead here by a point, 10-9. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Brought down at the
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
down at the 45-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Brings up 3rd down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. On 3rd down, Burrow. Flushed out right. Got a man, it's Judy, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Burrow. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Going top shelf for... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And he's taken down inside the 30. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
That's good for a Jets.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 10 more there and another 1st down.
Another Jets 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Jonnu Smith in the final seconds of the first half. And the Jets will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. Second half starts with a run by Dobbins. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Burrow. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Burrow.
The reception good for 7. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now Dobbins. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now Burrow. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the third quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They're going to look to throw. And a loose football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play. And maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll go again with Dobbins. And a very similar result again. The Jets defense once more stopping him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 14 on that one, and a 1st down. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
Brought down at the 39.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They still can't get it. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
By the way, 3rd quarter now in Cincinnati as we take a look at the NFL scoreboard. And scoring again, the Rams have widened that lead a bit further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down.
Check, 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 check. Check, smash, check, smash.
They'll run for it. Cook. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
The pass.
7 yards, the pickup there.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to the ground, Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. It's looked that way. We'll see if they can continue this already strong drive.
58, come on. 58, come on. Let's go. We got to step it up. 58, right over there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. He'll drop to throw. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
Josh Lambo.
From 6 yards away. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I thought that was a nice job there, feeling the pressure and rolling out away from it and keeping the play alive. And I think he did it with the idea that his tight end would find his way free in the end zone, and his confidence was rewarded.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you've got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Now Joe Burrow on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. Flush to his right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Jets are going to get the football here in great field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That'll be complete to Cook. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down.
At the Bills' 18-yard line.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
That's good.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
1st and 10.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the 4th, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and look like turtle at this point. You can just go ahead and play.
To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was John Johnson to knock it free.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
On the tackle. Taken down back at the 20-yard line.
This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This to make it a 3-score game late. And Lambeau can't hook this one back in. It's no good. Wide to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. Now this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game, and that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly and somehow get the ball back one more time, we may have a different ball game.
They get this to Beckham on the perimeter. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now it's Burrow.
The 28-yard line.
Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
29-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
They go play action with Burrow. Open man, he completes it to Judy. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, it's Burrow, escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Burrow looking to pass. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete. That time trying to find Gerald Everett, and now it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
On 3rd down, Burrow steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down. Flush to his right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 47, and the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Smith-Schuster. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. at the 40.
So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you're going to win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you said baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time, and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from